Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how you can get ideas for your book or your story. I have developed 6 simple steps to help you reach your book idea. First and foremost, always remember to give yourself permission to write badly. This is not about having the best story at this time. It is about discovering ideas, so don't worry about how well you write yet. Second, we need to set aside time to write. At least 30 minutes every day. Make a commitment. That way you know you're writing. Even do it in the morning with a cup of coffee. That's what I do. Always remember, don't judge what you're writing. Remember, it is the time to write freely, to come up with ideas, not to figure out what it is you're writing. It's all about finding out the ideas. Also, write freely every day about one of these subjects. Choose your fears on the first day. Write about what you're afraid to write about, why you're afraid. Maybe the things that scared you as a child, or the things that, if it happened, it would scare you, like the end of the world, or having somebody laugh at you for what you write. If you write your fears, it helps you connect to what fear is, which you can use with your character later. On the other hand, write about your hopes, what you hope for your book, what you hope for your kids, what you hope to happen in your future. These hopes you could write about, and it gives you an idea of maybe a goal your character will have later on. Also, purpose. Purpose helps you figure out motivation. What is the purpose of writing? What is the purpose of going to work every day? What is the purpose behind an education? You think about purpose and it'll give you motivation. But on this hand, we want to think about character's purpose. What are some purposes or motivation you want for your story? The purpose of it on the bottom hand. Is it going to be about love conquering all? Is it going to be about facing your fears? Is it going to be about self-discovery? These are things you're going to want to think about. The purpose. It helps you develop your idea. Also, characters. Character is what's going to drive. People want to know what's happening to somebody. So we want to think about the type of characters we want. Do we want a snobby professor? Do we want an underdog? Do we want somebody who's always afraid of something? Think about characters and how the type of characters you want to develop in your story, because this is what's going to draw people in. What is happening to your characters? So begin to think about what type of characters you want. And most importantly, think about your story world. Where is it taking place? When is it taking place? Are you in Mars in the year 3500? Are you in a paranormal world where there's vampires and werewolves? Are you, as in what Jodi Picoult did? She made a book where you get sucked into a book. That was very creative. There are many creative ideas that you can make about a story world. It doesn't have to be real, but we need real ideas in it that we can grasp onto. Don't forget about making the laws of your story world. Write up these ideas. This is all about ideas for your story. When you run out of ideas, think about your memories. Do you remember when you were afraid? Do you remember the time your brother or sister made fun of you and you cried for hours? Do you remember being embarrassed because you were trying to impress somebody? Write about your memories. Memories like where you grew up. It helps you develop a story world, if you focus on the house you lived in, if you focus on the neighborhood you lived in, it gives you ideas to develop a world for your story. If you think about how your siblings were, it helps you develop your characters. Maybe you have a character that is a little bit like your sister, or your brother, or cousin. These people you can use to develop their characters and their identity if you can relate to it to somebody else and you're having trouble. What was your favorite memory? These things you want to remember the emotion about your favorite memories, the details, the things that happened, because feelings are going to drive the story. And your worst memory, these are awesome because when there's going to be problems your characters face, and you want to remember your worst memories to help you understand how a character might react to an embarrassing moment. A loss of a parent, a breakup, a loss of a job, losing their home and being homeless. These are things that people actually face. And when we write about a character facing these problems, we need to make it as real and relatable for our readers. Also, everything. Use descriptive words. Describe the feelings. Describe the texture. Describe the temperature. Describe the people. And finally, in step 6, let's go back and look at everything we wrote. Review it. See what's good. See what we want to keep. Write those things that we want to keep aside. You might start to see how your story's going to go. Write it out in bullet points. These are the characters I want to use. This is the type of place I want to have. This is the type of emotions that I want my characters to feel. These are the most moments I want my character to have. Write them down and expand on them. Remember, this is your story. It's not limited. You can make it however you want. And it's all about deciding new ideas so we can make a story. Don't limit yourself. Don't judge yourself. Just go with your ideas. All right, guys, I want to thank you for joining me. I want to let you know that I am going to be adding more later on. So I hope to hear from you. I'll talk about character development, story world, and many other things. And if you'd like to hear from that, go ahead and subscribe to me, and we'll see you again. Thank you for watching.